Hello and welcome to episode 3. I'm so excited to dive into this topic because I think it's something that a lot of us overlook and we don't really know, especially when we're at the beginning of our entrepreneurial journey and we're just starting to scale, or we're new to the entrepreneurial world. On the last episode, I tapped into this a little bit and I was like, ooh, this would be such a juicy episode to record all around energetic capacity. And here's the thing is we say we want more. We think we want more. And you're probably listening being like, okay, Charissa, like, of course I want my $1,000,000 months. Of course I want my quadrillion dollar years. Like who wouldn't? And the thing is like, we may want it, but are we ready for it? And this is something that, you don't really consider when you're first starting off and you're starting to slowly build your business, or maybe you're quickly building your business is one, am I even this energetic match for where I want to go? And I've told this story before in some of my programs and trainings, and my clients know this story is, there was a time where I felt really frustrated that I wasn't having 20K months. And there was this leader in particular who I was seeing her have 20K months, and she only lived like a few minutes up the door or up the road from me. And I just felt so jealous. I felt this closeness because we were so close in proximity. We both had 3 kids, like both were teachers, like we had almost like identical lives. And here she was having 20K months with her one coaching business. I was running a product business, my aftercare business, and just started doing my coaching. And with both of those businesses, at that time, I think it was like $5,000 months. And I was like, oh my God, like, why is she having this and I'm not? And, in hindsight, looking back, I wasn't ready for what comes with 20K months, what comes with 30K, 40K and beyond. Now with both my businesses, it's like 50K months, but I wasn't a match for that. Like with my support system, with my schedule. I was still teaching at the time, with my mindset, with my ownership of who I am, with my social media, with the confidence, with how I lead, with my investments. Like that's a whole nother episode we can go into, but I wasn't 20K Charissa. I wasn't nearly the leader I am now. I didn't have nearly the wisdom that I had now. So, you may desire to be at a certain point, but really it takes time to get there. It takes time to build your presence, your energy, your steps, the tangible aspects of a business, the structures, the systems, the foundations to match where you want to go. And I think, there's a lot of women in the online space who overlook this, who want to bypass. And what I can tell you is if you bypass these vital foundational steps of your own personal growth, of who you are, of your energy, of your capacity to hold and handle the systems and the backbone of your business, you may hit your 20K month or whatever it is you desire in your business very fast, but you won't be able to sustain it because you haven't built that foundation, the strong, sturdy ground that it takes to get to where you want to go in a sustainable way, in a way that, works for your life, your lifestyle, your family, for your health, for your mental well-being, your nervous system, because you're just trying to get there without the meat, without the meaty part, like the part that really truly matters for the long gain, for the long run. And so as successful CEOs, we want to be having a vision of longevity versus instant results, versus instant gratification. And there are so many online entrepreneurs who just want it now, 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 and they don't want to take the time and they don't want to take the essential steps to get there. And they're just simply not a match. If we want to talk on this energetic quantum realm, which I absolutely love touching on and talking about. It's like one of my favorite topics is, you think about it as a radio station where you want to dial to like 111.11. This is like your 20K, 50K. I'm just going to say these numbers, right? You want to be the 6-figure, multi-6-figure, 7-figure. You can go to the 8-figure coach, mentor, CEO, whatever your position is, whatever your business is. And this is your dream. But the thing is that your radio station is only dialed at 77.7 right now. Right. So I want you to think about it as a radio station and the, you can't see it, but there's the radio waves that are going to connect you to that exact station. You need to be able to turn the dial and match. Okay. Match that channel that you really truly want to get to. So think about yourself as like right now, your radio station 77.7 and your frequency though is not vibrating at the $1 million you, at the successful CEO you, at the 20K months you. You simply aren't a match yet to go there. So in order to match that frequency, there are certain things that need to come into play. There are certain ways of being, right? As your being, who you are, your mindset, your DNA coding, the action you take every day, your beliefs in yourself, really anchoring into your soul, showing up in a way that you are determined, that you see the vision, that you trust in your power, in your delivery, in your uniqueness, in your gifts. But that all has to calibrate to that level to be that energetic match. So if I look at myself from a few years ago, and I want you to think, as a listener of the show, but are you really her? Like, and if you're a man, are you really him? Are you truly prepared and ready and aligned with that reality, going into that dimension in this multi-dimensional universe? Because that reality is existing. It is there. It is yours. But you have to do that work, the inner work, the healing, the mindset shifts, the recalibration, the showing up time and time again, the taking the action that's aligned with that long-term vision, with where you want to go. And that just doesn't happen overnight. The inner healing, the mindset shifts, the self-sabotage, the subconscious programming, this takes time and this takes dedication. It takes showing up every single day to become that match. And even if you start to work towards becoming that match, it's like, okay, but now can I hold it? And this is the energetic capacity part. So if we look back at, Charissa 3 years ago, who's having 5K months, now 50K with her businesses combined, I didn't have the capacity. I couldn't hold it. The universe knows what you can handle. Universe isn't going to throw you $50,000 and you can't even hold it. This is why the lottery winners cannot hold it, because they literally are not a match for this. They win it. They're like, oh my God, I won it. And guess what? They're still the same person. The reason why they were never millionaires is because they weren't a match for that money. They didn't have the mindset. They didn't have the inner belief. They weren't taking action to meet that amount, to open up the river of abundance. And so if they want it suddenly, nothing's changed, right? Money is only a byproduct of who you're being. Your thoughts, your beliefs, your inner system, your coding, your frequency. It's just a response to that. And so then they lose all their money because guess what? They still think that people who have a lot of money are lucky. They still think that you have to work extremely hard and be burnt out to have money. They still think that the rich are just lucky and they're arrogant. They have it handed on a silver platter. They still think that money is evil, like whatever their mindset is, and they can't hold it. And then they sabotage because their subconscious mind is running the show. And so this is the same for you. If you're wanting to go to whatever it may be is your dream and your desires as a successful CEO, have you done the work, the inner work that it takes, and showing up daily through your aligned actions so that you can actually handle what comes with the growth You can be the match, right? And you can have things set up in a way that you're able to receive it. And so when I do look back, I'm like, okay, Charissa back then, she didn't have a team, right? I didn't have a VA. I didn't even have an onboarding system or any funnels or triggers or, email lists. Now I have a VA, a virtual assistant. Now I have Kartra, which is my backend system, supporting the masculine part of my business. I have, done leaps and bounds with my brand. I'm more clear on who I'm here for. My confidence has grown a million times. I've invested well over $150,000 at this point in mentorship. Back then I wasn't investing at all. I wanted the 20K months, but I wouldn't even invest $1,000 in a coach. If you're wanting those months, you're wanting the success, you have to be willing for that to also go out the door. You have to be willing to release and let your money circulate, and investing in that support, being in the energy of the people who are where you want to go, learning the wisdom and the tools and the knowledge that is required to get to where you want to go. So I wasn't even willing to do that at that point. I was teaching full time. Did I even have the energy and space to hold more clients that would come with the 20K months? Absolutely not. Was I the leader who could lead people at that capacity? I hadn't been in a mastermind yet. I hadn't been private. Well, I had one private coach at that time for 4 months, and that was it. That's my big investment. How can I possibly have this massive success and results in this $20,000 months that I was so envious and jealous of if I wasn't making moves or showing up like 20K Charissa? You're only going to get what you can handle. And this is why this is a longevity thing. This is why it's are you in it for the long run? Because you have to be the energetic match, showing up as her now, making moves as her now, but also being able to hold that next level that comes with it, right? Hold and handle. Do you have the systems in place? And then there's so much that comes with the growth. I mean, as you evolve and you go to this next level, there's going to be more stuff coming at you, more clients, more people that need help, more people that, are maybe not happy with what they're getting. Judgments, you're going to get more judgments, more projections. There's going to be more jealousy. There's going to be people who aren't agreeing with you. The more you up level, the more that you're successful. All of this comes with the territory. And this has taken time for me to build a backbone, to be more in my power, to show up with more confidence. Because one, I've invested in my coaches and mentors who are there already, and they've shown me the way, and they lead the way, and they show me how to be a powerful leader. I now have a support system of my mastermind sisters, my mastermind coach, my private coach right now. I have Demi as my mastermind coach, your biz coach Demi, and Cassie Howard is my private coach at this moment. They're there. They've been there. They're continuing to evolve, but they go through the shitstorm, and they can now help me navigate through this. So now I have that support there. I have more space because I've left my full-time teaching job. So again, I'm an open portal to receive. Being in the energy of these leaders has taught me how to be a leader myself, not only navigate the shit show and the shitstorm that comes along with it, but obviously the celebrations and the amazing things, but also I get to see how they navigate things and how they show up as a leader, and they get to help me as well to lead things, at a higher level, at a deeper level, at this next level, CEO level for my clients and their experience and their transformations. Okay, so I want you to think about this. Being a successful CEO, and you have your dream and you have your vision, it is going to happen. It will happen. Of course, if you believe it's going to happen, but we also have to make the moves. We have to be in it for the long run, and we have to be that match to where we want to go. So are you an energetic match right now? This is getting really honest and real and raw with yourself. And Do you have that energetic capacity? Are you actually set up to grow, to scale, to hold more, to handle more? And if not, what moves do you need to make now to be that match? Okay, so I hope that this moves something within you and gets you really thinking, so you can start to scale your business and get closer and closer to that successful CEO that you already are, but you want to keep going. You want to keep going bigger. You don't want to stop. I hope that this has activated something within you. And if you are someone who's like, oh, I want to get there, I so desire my 5K months, or maybe you're at where you really want to start to have your 10K, 20K months, this is where you can come into my world for the 5K club membership. It's only $55 right now per month. Who knows? Prices may change, but at this moment while you're listening in live real time, it's $55 per month. It's a 1-year commitment, but you come in and I am teaching you the foundational pieces to having the 5K months, because what I see is there's too many online entrepreneurs who have too much time wasted and invested, and they're not having their 5K months. So I teach you the nitty gritty, the parts that, sometimes it's like we don't want to do, but it is required to get to your 5K months, consistent 5K months. So that is $55 per month, which is crazy. You get one live training and audio training, and we get a Q&A each month in our Facebook group. So link will be in the show notes for that. And that's a 1-year commitment, because I am all about the woman who's all in and committed and in for the long term. And then we have the 6-figure CEO, which is, again, a 1-year commitment, but this is where you get more support, more proximity with me. And we actually have 5 days of group Voxer every month. There's a live training on scaling your business to 6 figures. There's an audio training, and we have a monthly hot seat coaching Zoom call. So there is quite a bit of proximity, and you do get coaching from me within the 6-figure CEO portal. 1-year commitment. Again, I'm here for the long run. I'm here for the long run woman. I'm here for the committed, the devoted. She's all in, fully going in, here for the long term type woman. So that is in the show notes as well. It's $555 per month. There's some upskills you can go into, getting all my things as well as an option. So thank you for listening to this episode. Make sure to to subscribe, and to share this with anyone else who will benefit. Take a screenshot, share on your Instagram. I absolutely am honored. And, if you're able to help spread the word, that would mean the world to me. I will see you on the next episode.